Night was the wedding night of the French princess and the Spanish prince, but the groom was anxious because the bride's face showed clear reluctance. Despite this, he mustered his courage and carefully climbed into the wedding bed. As servants drew the bed curtains, the prince took the initiative to break the tension between them. However, Louise not only refused to fulfill her marital duties but also adopted an attitude of resistance unto death. At this moment, the prince couldn't deny feeling hurt. After all, he had prepared for this wedding night in advance, even requesting guidance from an instructor about marital relations. He never expected such an outcome. The prince said nothing, just silently got out of bed. Clearly, he had no intention of forcing the princess to do anything, though the disappointment on his face was unmistakable. Watching him walk away, Louise finally felt the weight lift from her heart. What should have been a sweet wedding night ended in disappointment. Taking advantage of the prince's favoritism, Louise grew increasingly bold. Even eating cookies during the solemn prayer service, her behavior immediately drew disapproval from the king and queen. Yet instead of restraining herself, Louise encouraged her husband to join in. This was clearly a deliberate provocation toward her in-laws. Surprisingly, this outrageous behavior earned admiring glances from the prince. His wife's uninhibited attitude gave him a sense of breaking free from the constraints he'd felt in his parents' presence for over a decade. The French ambassador, however, wasn't so pleased. After all, Louise carried the responsibility of maintaining the alliance with Spain. News of these incidents quickly reached France.
Notre fille s'acclimate difficilement en Espagne.
En sont-ils la manigance de la chasser?
Ça encore, monseigneur. Mais il se dit que la situation est...
His daughter's predicament put him under great pressure. To maintain his grip on power, the French regent made a decision. First, he summoned the young King Louis, who was too young to hold power, and demanded he sleep alone from now on, aiming to remove the king's confidence. Then he would encourage him to get closer to the Spanish princess, because only if France remained stable would the alliance through his daughter not easily collapse.